Hey guys, it is Sunday, February 28th, and we went ahead and we did do a zero down there in Clarksville because it was supposed to be real rainy and all, but it's been kind of like this. Just a little foggy, misty, and everything's wet, but it isn't really raining too bad, and so we probably could have hiked yesterday, but we decided to hang out. And anyway, we're back up here Sunday. We got about 84 miles or something to get to Lake Fort Smith, and it's about 7:45. We got everything cached. Goodbye pavilion. And our first stop is going to be the Mulberry River down here, and shouldn't be bad because it really didn't rain a lot, and we're going to get down there and check it out. So part 2 of the hike is underway, leaving Ozone. We had our cache there last time. We got it in a different spot now, and I'll show you that when we do the pickup. So we're just going to cross the highway here. The trailhead's right over there, and we're out. So we'll see you down at the Mulberry River. Well, alright guys, we made it down to the Mulberry River. Doesn't look bad at all. Maybe able to get across down there, not sure. Doesn't look too deep. It's not moving fast at all, so we're going to be able to get across it no problem. Maybe right there, not sure. But yeah, this is kind of one of those crossings that if there's a lot of rain it can get kind of difficult, so doesn't look bad at all. I'm glad to see this. Well, hey, I just thought I'd do a quick little check-in here. It's been a little over 3 hours since we hit the trail, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of filming. It's been a lot like this, really beautiful, a little bit wet. The rain hadn't been bad. It's probably been, I'd say, less than 20 minutes really of rain where I've had my umbrella out. I just kind of got it tucked in right there for fast access, and I could normally just run across this with the camera in my hand, but because things are wet, some of these are like ice. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up and get across this. I think we're getting close to Lewis Prong, and I know we're going to pass that like 3 times, or cross it 3 times. So anyway, we're going to get across this bad boy and keep moving on. Beautiful though, huh? Ran into a little bad weather here, but it's been pretty on and off, and it's not coming down like in a torrential way. It's just a little, you know, sprinkly. We've heard a little thunder off in the distance, but it's not supposed to be bad thunderstorms, and it's probably getting close to noon, and this was supposed to be the kind of height of it. So between noon and 2 it starts tapering off, and then from there it really drops off, and by tonight it's supposed to be down to pretty much nothing, like 7% chance. So we're just making our way through this, and I thought I'd give you a shot from under the dome. It's a little after 1, and we're probably in the hardest part of the rain. It seems like that rock formation over there had a pretty good rock overhang, and we were under that for, we took a break and got out of the rain for, I don't know, probably 20-30 minutes just to see if it would pass, and had a snack and just hung out for a little bit. And anyway, it's still going, obviously, and we decided to just go ahead and take off. And I'm of course using the umbrella. I got the rain kilt on now. Put my rain jacket back on. It's getting a little cooler, but it's not bad really. And We're gonna hike about another, probably at least 4 hours or so, and just see how far we can get, and hopefully this will blow off here in another, well, hopefully 10 minutes, but hopefully like an hour or two. So anyway, we're gonna keep heading west. Well, here's a benefit to hiking in the rain for sure. Really pretty. Steve going through the flow here. Be careful, man. Gonna make it. Alright. This is our first crossing of Lewis Prong. And this is one of the few spots I actually remember. So this is kind of cool. We walked around the corner and I went, wow, I remember this. And it seems like it was like this, but I don't know, beautiful though, huh? We finally had to bail off the trail. We crossed the Lewis Prong and there was a campsite down there. It was really kind of small. We didn't care for it too much, so we decided to keep heading up the mountain, and we did what we usually do. We walked up, found a couple places. Steve's down there. He's got a really good flat spot. I'm over here, got a little almost flat spot, but it's gonna be fine. And yeah, it's gonna get dark here soon, and it's still kind of sprinkly, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in the tent and just make some dinner and eat in there. And this was already supposed to have cleared out of here, so maybe it stalled a little bit, and it has, you know, stopped for a little bit and started and stopped. So probably blow out of here in a little bit, and should be, tomorrow is supposed to be gorgeous. So we're hoping to wake up to a sunny day and have another awesome day on the OHT. So thanks for coming with us today. I know we didn't get to film a lot in the rain, but hopefully it'll be cool. And anyway, I'm gonna call it on day 7, I'm pretty sure, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Hey, good morning everybody. We made it through the night here. It is Monday, March 1st, and this is day 8 on the trail with the 0 thrown in. So we're just about torn up. Steve was over there. You can kind of see where I was. Everything's still wet out here. We're expecting the sun any minute. We were kind of expecting a little clearer skies when we got up, but maybe it stalled a little bit. Hopefully it's gonna blow out. We can see light back there behind those ridges. So anyway, we're pretty well packed up and ready to go, and the trail is 20-30 feet down that way, and hopefully the sun will come out and we can stop for about 20 to 30 minutes and spread some stuff out, dry things out a little bit. It's not too bad, but tent is a little damp and sleeping pad. But other than that, I mean, we could get by, but we're gonna get on out of here. Couple nice little falls down there. See if I can get a shot of that waterfall from over here. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see more of it. Wow, that is actually quite beautiful. So up in front of me I got beautiful blue sky. Pretty gray back there, but man, it is on the verge of popping out. I don't know what time it is, probably 9:30, 10, somewhere in there, but man, I'm just happy to see that. So what a boost. I can already, I don't know if it's all in my mind or not, but it already feels like it's getting warmer. So I get to the top of this thing and probably go ahead and take my coat off, because it's looking pretty clear up ahead. Yes, so happy. Let's get up this thing. We found my old campsite from my first trip 5 years ago. I think I camped here on night 4 with little Jackie, and I do remember the fire ring. Looks like somebody left a little pot here so you could boil water in, but yeah, I remember this. We set up over here. None of this water was here. There was hardly any water, and yeah, it was a beautiful spot. I'm glad we found it again. So we're just gonna take a quick little 4 or 5 minute break here, maybe have a snack, and then head that way. Well guys, we've been here for quite a while actually. We decided to just go ahead and have lunch here because, I mean, it's this beautiful waterfall over here, and just this, I mean, this is just a really great little spot to camp or just kind of get out of the wind for a minute and have lunch. So yeah, really happy that we found it and I got to see it again, and just brings back a lot of memories. Got some great shots. It looks so different. I mean, if you guys looked at my old videos, there was definitely no waterfall and there was nothing flowing down. We had to go down and get water in between rocks out of little pools, but it was still just a great time, and I'm happy to see it again. And look at all this beautiful water, man. Check it out. We just now came up on mile marker number 64 on the 164 mile Ozark Highlands Trail. So for us, this is mile 100 since we're counting down. And yeah, this is pretty cool. 64 more to Lake Fort Smith. And it's been a pretty cool 100 miles. I mean, pretty beautiful weather. And one thing we were talking about is that in 100 miles we have not seen one other hiker, not a day hiker, nobody. So I mean, I guess if you want the trail to yourself, then February will be the time to come do it. And anyway, with that, 100 miles in, guys. All right, man, we're gonna keep moving. We're finally in a full-blown pine forest here. This is pretty cool. And it has turned into a really great day. I don't think it's as warm as they said it, it was gonna be, which is good because it's the perfect temperature. We're hiking in our shirts, and still have my hat on, but no coat, and feeling great. But I really just wanted to show you this. Ah, yeah, my friend the pine trees. Man, I hope we can camp near pine trees tonight. Hey, I know this might be hard to see. It's kind of a through the trees shot, but don't get many vistas or open views on this trail. Not like the Washita. the Owachita. So I don't know if this will pick up, but it's pretty cool. You can see it really well standing here, so beautiful day, man. Check it out. This is probably our easiest water crossing we've had. The OHT routed us across a bridge. Finally. Thank you, OHT. We're less than 2 miles from our possible tent site, so we're gonna get over there and check it out, man. We'll see you over there. We are here at the Lick Branch trailhead, and the trailhead is right there. If you can see that little parking lot, and there's a little campsite right over here off to the side. We just crossed over there, came across, and we're gonna have to go down here and cross 2 more times. It's really once, but it kind of splits. And anyway, it was getting really late. We're somewhere around the 16.5 mile range. We got a late start. We're tired. We're hungry. So not the greatest camp spot that we've ever had. But man, when you're tired, sometimes you just got to throw it down. So we're just going to hang out here for the night, and I'm not sure we're going to make it to the cache tomorrow, but if we don't, we'll get really close. Don't really need to. We have another night of food, so anyway, that's going to be a wrap for today, and we're going to get some dinner going and try to stay warm. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, March 2nd, and be glad that you're watching this from your couch instead of being here, because wow, is it cold. And yeah, I think just because we camped right here by this creek, that didn't help. We knew it was going to be cold, but for some reason it just seemed unusually colder. Last night, everything, both our tents are wet. I was set up right here. Steve was right here. Here's the little trail register down there. So we're getting ready to hit it. And this was a Lick Branch trailhead. There's a promising sign. These are the first blue skies that I have seen today, so man, I'm hoping the sun is gonna come out a little bit. It's just really chilly this morning. I don't know what's going on, but this is a really good sign, and I'm hoping that around noon or 1 we can stop and get all our stuff out and dry the tent out a little bit. It's not too bad, but I like to get it bone dry for tonight. So anyway, blue skies on the horizon. Check this out. Looks like some beavers been over here gnawing on this stuff. Pretty cool, huh? We're kind of out on this little I don't know what you'd call it, island, peninsula of Indian Creek. We just crossed right back over there. The trail's up there, actually, in that real smooth piece of water you can see, but we heard that it was about waist deep up there from the guys we met earlier, so we decided to come upstream and do it, and we're, I don't know, about knee deep, Steve? Yeah. And now we just got to get off this and over to dry land, and we're going to get through this now. You know, when I did this trail in 2015, it was a drought season, and There was just none of this out here when I was out here last time, and it is way more beautiful than I even realized, because I missed all these water features last time, and I'm just really glad to be catching them this time. So a lot of this, like when we got to Indian Creek, I couldn't believe it. I was going, this is it? Because when I was here, it was just a little puddle, and I remember camping there, and I remember even sitting down in the creek because there was no water, just this one pool, and I sat there and had dinner down there. And man, now I'm coming through and I'm, you know, knee deep and got my shoes and their socks off and stuff. It's crazy. I mean, man, gorgeous. Hey guys, we're just at this little break spot here, and really nice place, just right on the side of the trail. And you can see we got all our stuff spread out. Steve's got some of his stuff already put up, but I'm messing around with the camera. So anyway, yeah, everything's dried out really nicely. I had my sleeping bag hanging off that tree. It was great. Tent's dry, everything's dry, and we're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff back in the pack and get out of here. I think this is the first time I've ever been trail side and had every single thing out of my backpack. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it back in there and get out of here. We've gone about 6.5 today, so we need to get some hiking in here. So we'll see you on the trail. Since I left the area where we were drying all our stuff out, it's just been such a pleasant hike and surrounded by blue skies. Check this out. Awesome. A few clouds over here. I mean, what a turnaround from this morning. It was so gray, and oh man, my tent was all wet, didn't want to get up, and I just love it. We're just gonna hike as far as we feel like it today. We're not really having any goal in mind or no mileage. Just gonna end up somewhere. So that's kind of our loose plan, I think, all the way to the end. And it was cool right here by this creek, man. I mean, this trail, man. Yeah, I think that's our plan. We're not making it to our cache tonight, so we're not concerned. We should be about 5 to 7 miles away from it tomorrow, and once we get there, we'll be, I think it's only around 38 miles, and we're out. Check this out, man. I'm off trail, but this was really worth it. Kind of a climb down. But check this out, man. Let's follow this down. I'm going to try my best not to slip here. And let's go through here. Check this out. I mean, is that beautiful or what? Amazing. And we've been doing a lot of fording right through here, so we're going to take advantage of this log. And I just about bit it in Herrod's Creek back there a second ago. It's pretty close. All right, man. Here we go. Pretty cool. Cool. It's just getting very difficult to make miles on this trail with all these distractions like this.
Well, this is an interesting piece of trail, isn't it?
Yeah, smooth. Guys, it's about 5:19 and we just passed the trailhead down there, and there was a little one tent spot down there, and Steve decided, you can see him down there, he was going to go ahead and hang there, and I feel like maybe doing another mile or two, so we just decided we're going to split up tonight and then meet up tomorrow over at the Cherry something trailhead where our cache is. So anyway, that's our plan for now. Well, alright guys, I went ahead and walked about, I don't know, probably not even a mile past that trailhead, but I only have a couple more nights and I just didn't want to stop at a trailhead, and it was really only enough room, there was really only enough for one tent, so it was cool, and Steve was tired and wanted to enjoy just, you know, being in camp for a little bit, not just rolling in and eating and going to bed. So I wanted to bust out just a little bit more, and I climbed the rest of the way up the mountain and came all the way down this, and right over there it starts to go back down. So I thought, okay, I'm going to find a spot out here, but all along this was flat, so I just knew I was going to wait for it to go down and then just cut over into the woods, which I did. Now, the one thing is, the trail is between me and the ridge, and I wanted to be on the other side, facing, you know, the sunset, but there's just nothing over there. It's real grown in, and so anyway, I'm just going to hang back here, and I got everything set up already, and I'm just going to maybe go somewhere over there, and I'm going to go ahead and eat some biscuits and gravy. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to day 10. What a beautiful night I had here. A beautiful sunset. The sun's already coming up today, which is awesome because the last few days I haven't seen it till around 11, 12 o'clock. So I think it's going to be a really beautiful day today. You can see I'm already torn down here, getting ready to head out, and I think it's about 7:20. I already saw Steve. He went by probably a good half an hour ago, so that's cool. He's in front of me, and I'm going to try to catch him, and we're going to meet over at the cache. But anyway, just wanted to say good morning. The trail is just right out here, and In fact, let's just go ahead and walk out there. Goodbye, little campsite. You were really a great one. So I'll just show you how far off we are. Not far at all. And we're back on trail. So just right back in there, you can kind of see that yellowish grass, and I thought that would be nice and fluffy, and it was. And so I had a great night's sleep, not too much condensation. I'm heading this way, a little over 7 miles to the cache. So I'm gonna put this up and I am gonna do some hard hiking. I've got 1 cookie and a few Cheetos. So 7 miles, I'm gonna eat my 7-mile cookie and get over there. So I'll see you at the cache. Nice. Good morning, Arkansas. I just made it over to Fly Gap Road, and this is the little road that I could not get up last week when we were caching because it was just covered in snow and ice. And this is where we were going to cache, was right in here somewhere. So had we been able to make it, I'd be at the cache right now, but we were not able to get up this road, although you can see this would have been a great spot to do it. We weren't sure what was back here, so kind of wanted to check it out when I walked through. I'm kind of walking through here fast this morning, so I saw this beautiful creek here, just flowing down real nice. So anyway, I thought I would just stop here for a second, take a little break, and I'm heading that way. And yeah, I'm only about a mile away, so no need to run over there. I've made really good time. I don't know what time it is, but I've been hiking really hard, and it's been really easy trail this morning, I will say, as well. So that's helped, and I should be over there, and I'm gonna guess if it stays like this, maybe 20, 25 minutes. So I'm gonna sit here and drink a little bit of that nice cold water. And I actually filtered some out at the last, so I'm gonna slam this and then just grab a little more. So I've only been carrying this little 3/4 liter bottle, and that's it. I mean, I just get to something and drink and then filter it back in, and man, it's awesome. I've never hiked with a pack this light. I mean, I've got hardly any water and like some Cheetos, so super light, which is why I'm making good time. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling here and drink this water and go ahead and get out of here. So I'll see you over at Cherry Bend here in about 25 minutes. Well, hey guys, I made it back to the rock house, and check it out, man. Look at this ceiling. Look how cool that is. You can see this is just a big rock overhang, and somebody just built these walls up around it, sort of enclosed it. Pretty neat. There's more stuff in here than I remember last time. There's a little well over here in the corner. Not much water in there. You can hear it trickling though. Listen. This is the back side of it. Almost kind of looks like a mushroom. Pretty cool though. Neat little place, and definitely if it were raining or anything, you could certainly get in here and get out of a storm. So pretty cool. All right, we're gonna hike on. In case I forgot to do this yesterday, I just wanted to do a quick shout out to a guy I met on trail. His name is Casey Jones, and he actually knew about the channel and everything, and he's the first person that I've actually seen somewhere on the trail. So that was really cool. It was great to meet you, Casey. I'm glad I got to talk to you, and I know you took a photo, and I wish I had done the same so I could have put it in this video, but I always forget to do that in the heat of the moment for some reason. But anyway, he was going eastbound, I'm going westbound, so I think we talked for 10 minutes. And anyway, I just wanted to say thanks, man, for watching the channel, and it was cool running into you out here. So maybe someday I'll see you somewhere on the trail and we'll be going the same direction. So yeah, man, I hope your hike turned out great. Hey guys, I stopped here at this little seasonal creek here. Just figured I'd go ahead and slam some more water and get some more. Why not? I'm close to Fane Creek. I'll probably just fill up when I get over there. And I was looking, and there's a campsite exactly 7 miles from here. And I think it's around 2 o'clock. So pretty sure I can make it over there. So I'm gonna drink up here and get over to Fane Creek, reload, and then get out of there. So I'll see you over at Fane Creek here probably in like 5 or 10 minutes. This doesn't look bad at all. I remember this now, all these giant rock slabs. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous, man. I came right across here. It was really slippery. I didn't even really lift my feet. It just kind of slid across, and really had my trekking poles working. Really took my time. And check out how deep. Just about right there on the waterproof socks. So another couple inches, and I was going to turn around and take them off and come through just with my shoes and bare feet like I've been doing. But I made it. So Fane Creek, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and see if I can get to that one campsite I was talking about. I'm making really good time. I'm a long way from Fane Creek, but let me warn you, if you're going this way, the climb out of there, whoo, man, I'd say that was one of the steeper ones, you know. So, but really good. If you're going the other way, you're gonna have a hell of a downhill. So either way, yeah, this is just a short little spot right here, but for some reason it sticks out in my mind. So anyway, I just thought I would check in right here and let you know what was going on. And I'm making good time over to the campsite, so I'm gonna keep heading that way. We are still making our way over to our campsite. We're probably, I'd say we're inside of a mile by now, but been some pretty brutal downhill stuff. There's been a whole lot of flats, so we're making really good time, but every once in a while they throw in a really long downhill just to keep you guessing. So look at this down here. It's a very wide valley. We haven't seen anything like that really. But anyway, Just wanted to show you that we're seeing mountains and stuff all day, but you know, they're just kind of behind the trees and sort of like this, what you're seeing over here. So I haven't really been filming a lot of that. But anyway, we're gonna keep heading towards the campsite, and I will see you over there shortly. Well, we're right nearby the campsite. We haven't gone over there yet because we've been distracted by these just unbelievably gorgeous waterfalls. This beautiful creek, Spirits Creek. And I'm gonna go ahead and get across this, so I'm gonna take you with me. Let's do this. Alright, gonna go here, here, here. Let's see, this is a wobbler. Got that one. That's a good one. Good. Check that out, man. Okay, probably there to there quickly. And boom, boom, there we go. All right. What an awesome little spot, man. So happy we caught this right at the end of the day. It's just gorgeous. So let's get over here and find this campsite, man. I got a little flat spot right in here. Steve is closer down by what appears used to be a fire ring. And I'm gonna go over there here. I'm gonna grab my food bag and gonna eat some dinner, spend the night here at Spirits Creek. Really beautiful place. I mean, wow, kind of wish we'd got here a little earlier in the day. Could have gone up and down. There's some beautiful, the two big waterfalls, but back farther down there were even more. So this is an incredibly beautiful area. Anyway, this is probably pretty dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight, and that's a wrap. I believe it's day 10. Really appreciate you guys coming with us on this hike. It's been quite an adventure. Absolutely beautiful. We've got probably around 23 point something miles to go. So anyway, that's a wrap, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everybody. Got camp all torn down. It's probably coming up on 8 o'clock, getting a late start. A lot of condensation on the tent. Probably stop and dry it out here in a couple hours. You can already see it's gorgeous up there. The trail's just right there. And yeah, just got the tent. The ends of the sleeping bag are a little wet, but looks like it's going to be a gorgeous one. Got about 15 miles, and this is our last full day, so tonight will be our last night out here. Let's do a quick spin around here. Spirits Creek, beautiful place to camp. Alright, man, Steve's probably been gone 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And we're going to climb up White Rock Mountain today. And hopefully we'll go up and see a little bit of the rim trail. So let's get going. I made it to Salt Fork Creek, which is one of the last big creeks on the trail. I know we still have Frog Bayou to cross before we get to Lake Fort Smith, but this is my third time being here on the OHT hike, and then Jackie and I, when we did Lake Shores Loop, we came down here to check it out, and yeah, I remember Jackie running right through there. So it's a little bit deeper than I've ever seen it, but looks like it's going to be easy to get across. So we'll see you on the other side. Let's give it a shot here. Other foot, yeah. This is probably the only really potentially slippery spot, and it's not too bad. Now here's a good example of the waterproof socks in action. Water's flowing right through my shoes, can't even feel it. It's great. Clean my shoes off a little while I'm here. Alright, so we're going here. Whoop, we don't want that. Here. And there, and one more, and there you go. Salt Fork Creek. Beautiful, man. Made it to the spur trail to head up to the top of White Rock Mountain, and Steve's a little bit behind me, so I'm gonna kick back here for a second and sit on one of these logs or locks. One of these logs or rocks over here and wait for him and just have a drink and maybe have a little snack. Well guys, we made it to the top of White Rock Mountain, and check out this great view. Is that beautiful or what? Look at that out there, that is awesome. We are still up here on top of White Rock. We're just about back to the junction, and we noticed a pretty big plume of smoke out there, but we also noticed it's coming up in these valleys over here, so kind of hoping that is just smoke from that fire out there that's filling up the valleys, and because it kind of looks right where we're going. So anyway, interesting. We're gonna get down there and see what's going on. I made it back to my very first campsite ever on the Ozark Highlands Trail. This is the third time I've been here, and it looks different every time, but yeah, it's a great little spot back there. You can probably put a small tent up a little closer. I don't remember the fire ring, you know, I rarely build fires. Speaking of fire, we're getting closer to this smoke, so it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, but I think we're going to go down here and then cut back this way. So I think we're going to be, I'm pretty sure we don't go straight into it. I was looking at that over there through my little scope thing, and I don't see flames or anything, but boy, it definitely looks like it's on fire right there on the side of that ridge. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this, and interesting to see what this is going to look like at night. If that stuff is burning, maybe we'll have some red glowing forest out in the distance, and I'm hoping that it will be in the distance. We just popped out here on this road, and we're looking at our trail here on the other side, and as you can see, it is a prescribed burn area. Wildlife, 3 to 320. Okay, well, it doesn't say to keep out, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk through it. You can see a little bit of stuff smoking over here. And so now at least we know what's going on. It's not an out of control fire, so didn't expect this at all. Really kind of at a loss for words. I never really walked into something like this, so I hope we're gonna walk out of it. I don't know how far this is gonna go, so I guess that's the story. Controlled burn, prescribed burn, whatever, whichever. So we're just gonna go this way and see how it turns out. Hope we don't die. It's been kind of cool walking through this burn section, I think. There's still a few things that are, I wouldn't say on fire, they're smoldering, like this coming up here. Yeah, this is white ash. I mean, I don't know what that is, but sometimes it looks like snow. Yeah, see, there's occasionally something like this. And gone by a few others, but nothing too bad. You can see some grass right here. It's weird how it skipped over the trail mostly. I guess the way it sits a little lower, but it's certainly easy to follow. Check it out, you can see it just glowing through there. But anyway, yeah, we're making our way through this section, and we are we're getting slowed down because we keep stopping to look at things that are on fire or burning. And yeah, and interesting how this has turned out. Started out the hike in ice and winter, and we're ending it here in this fire. It's kind of interesting. So who knows? Ice and fire hike? Check it out. Bam! Mile 14, which for me is mile 150 of the 164 Ozark Highlands Trail. So I am super happy to be here, man. 150 miles down, 14 to go. And man, it always feels good to hit these milestones on the trail. So I'm gonna give you a little look around here at mile 150 for me. Pretty cool. Little charred. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm really happy to make that 150 miles down. I feel like this has definitely been a great through hike, and hopefully we'll get out of this, like I've said before, this burn again, so we can camp about, we're hoping to be, you know, inside of 10 miles or right around there, so we can just get up and have an easy hike into Lake Fort Smith. Life hazard, do not enter.
You could have told us that about 3 miles ago, right?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad. So it looks like it potentially is not burned on the other side of this road. So we're hoping this is it. And it's looking very good. All right. Cool. Well, it looks like we made it through the burn area that we apparently weren't supposed to be in, but no posting on the other side. So, yeah, what are you going to do? We are still looking for water, and we're just hoping that we can get down a little lower here. We'll find some pools or something. And it's kind of a drag because we've passed, I can't even tell you how many just great campsites, but just a little low, and would like to get some for camp. So every mile we walk is just putting us closer for tomorrow morning. But if we get down here to the bottom of whatever this is we're coming down, and whoa, there's no water, then I think we're gonna just try to make do with what we have and get through the night the best we can, and then we'll at least be closer to water in the morning. Hey guys, listen to that. Sweet, huh? Yeah, we finally came across some water here. We're loaded up, and wouldn't you know, right up on top of this hill we found some really good flat spots, and it looks like there once was a fire ring there, so we've got a little bit of daylight left. And we're gonna get up there and set up real quick, and we'll show you that if we can. I'll probably be using the headlamp by then, but I'll see you up there. This is the final campsite for OHT 21. Steve's got a good spot over there, and I'm just right over here. We found a couple flat spots on the top of this hill and found water right at the same time, so feeling pretty lucky. And I got everything ready to go here, so I'm just gonna eat some dinner and call it a night here, and we're gonna knock this thing out in the morning. And man, we really appreciate you guys coming with us on this thing. It's been one just great hike. I mean, can't believe all the stuff we've seen on this one, but so thanks again for that, and that's gonna be a wrap on day 11, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the final day. Just wanted to give you a quick look at the campsite now that you can kind of see it. Steve's already gone, but he was set up over there. We can kind of see the little flat spot, and then right here in this little flat spot I was set up in between these trees. This was one of the better campsites, believe it or not. That water is right down the hill, so that was we really lucked out on that. And yeah, there's been just a tiniest bit of light rain this morning. Glance back, make sure I got everything. Looks good. Not enough to really get anything wet. I woke up and it was just kind of, you know, barely hitting the roof of the tent, which makes it sound worse. And I'm back on trail. So just right over there, and then just right down this hill is the water, so it worked out great. But anyway, this is the final day, man. 10.7, I think, over to the park. There's gonna be probably a little bit of light rain here and there on the way. Maybe not a whole lot of filming, probably not a whole lot to see in the last 10 miles, but anyway, if I see some great stuff, of course I will be showing it to you. And anyway, here's the water. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more out of that pool down there and get to hiking. Well, yesterday when we were looking for water, I kept hearing running water way down in the valley and could never see it, and now I can finally see it down there. And that looks like a pretty good body of water down there. We kept descending thinking we were gonna run into that eventually, and maybe I'm going to, I'm not sure, but luckily we found that little stream flowing down there when we did, so otherwise we would have definitely been hiking into the dark. So worked out great. Just saw Steve down there crossing the water. He doesn't see me back here, and he made it. Good job, Steve. So apparently I am going to cross this. I was just going to show it to you since I got down here. I don't remember this at all. I'm guessing it was probably dry when I came through, like everything, so totally different trail, man, with water. Check this out, man. This is the first sign like this. 10 miles to go. Mile 154 for me going this way. That's the first one that's had both numbers on it, so I had to stop and get it. So I'm 154 miles in with 10 to go. Well, I think I'm just gonna try it right here. Not sure how slippery this is gonna be, so if I start to slip, of course I'm gonna put the camera up, but let's give it a shot here. Not too bad so far. Step out here on this big flat one. Oh yeah, so I can feel the coldness in there, but yeah, I'm telling you, I love these waterproof socks. You're going to be hearing a lot about them, and I'm sure I'll be doing a review on them. They're great. Real lifesaver. I've had dry feet this whole trip. Whoop. And even though I slipped in, I'm still okay. Just about over. Probably could have done this without the camera, but you know, trying to make it fun for both of us. Anyway, not too bad right there. I think if I had trekking poles, I probably would have gotten a little bit wet, but I went in a little bit, not too bad though. So anyway, I think I didn't even know this water crossing was here. As far as I knew, Frog Bayou was the last one. I don't even know what this is. So I want to mention the Gut Hook app is very, very incomplete on this trail. Do not rely on it for anything other than whether you're on trail or not, because the water sources are not even close to being accurate. There's just tons of data that just isn't there, so don't, it showed 16 miles in between water sources, and we found it like 3 or 4 times, and it's done that several times. And the very hardest main crossing of Hurricane Creek isn't even anywhere on the app, and that is an incredibly important one, probably outside of Woolham the most dangerous crossing, and no mention of it. So there's mention of Hurricane Creek, but not the main crossing, so the one where you might need to take a high water bypass. So just be aware of that if you're doing this trail. Get the guidebook, use Gut Hook as a reference as to whether you're on trail or not, which you really don't need. As you can see, it's pretty obvious, very well marked. Overall, if I was to say one over the other, I would pick the guidebook. You'll get a lot more detailed information in that, but as a fail-safe, I'd go ahead and get the app and just have it on your phone just in case. But anyway, enough about that. I'm going to keep moving towards Lake Fort Smith, and I'll see you over there. This looks like an easy one. Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. If they were all that easy, huh? This is our first sighting here of Lake Fort Smith, so We're coming around the backside here, and I know we kind of cut up around this way, and that's going to be where that water crossing is, but just wanted to do this little quick check in here and show you our first view, even though it's through the trees. Man, that's cool. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, Steve. Just wanted to show you this beautiful water source we're passing. That has been one of the most glorious things about this hike, is that we have not had to worry about water at all. I mean, you guys remember we were carrying 4 liters and 5 liters and occasionally 6 out in Arizona, so to come from that and be carrying not even a full liter is just amazing. And of course, with the caching, we've only been carrying about 2.5, 3 days of food, so packs have been super light. It's been really great. And you can see we're coming around the lake still, so getting close to the end. Well, hey guys, we just passed mile 3 back there, and I guess this is Frog Bayou, our last crossing, and it's looking pretty good for us on this one. So I guess it's low. We heard when we left that it was kind of high 10, 12 days ago, but I guess everything's run through, and yeah, it's gonna be really easy. And just like that, we're inside 3 miles. Here goes Steve for the final ford. We're assuming this is Frog Bayou, but we're fairly certain we have to cross this to get back to the trail, because we have to be on the other side of the lake. So it's looking good. Oh, it's a little deep right there. Well, this may be the time I get my socks wet, because I don't think I'm going to stop to take them off for this. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Okay. And we're in, so we might as well go. Okay. Well, I lost it. Well, I finally lost the battle. Man, I thought I was gonna make it, but that one little rock just did me in. I just couldn't keep my balance, so for the first time on the entire hike, looks like I'm gonna have some wet socks, so doesn't feel too bad yet. Maybe it didn't get all the way down in there, so I'll keep you updated on that. But wow, let's see. Yeah, I went up to about my knees, so anyway, whew, that's how you do it. The easy way. As we are on the other side of the lake, I just thought I'd give you a little shot of it here. I know it's through the trees, but we're not going to get a real opening until we get down in front of the visitor center, where there's that kind of viewing area. So I want to give you a shot through the woods, through the trees. Pretty cool. And we passed the 2 mile mark back there. Walking along, and luckily Steve pointed out that there's a waterfall sign that points out a waterfall, so it's pretty cool, huh? Alright, maybe we're getting a little goofy. We got less than a mile to go, man. Give us a break. Anyway, waterfall. check it out. I'm sure this is the last one. I'm not even gonna film it in slow motion this time. I'm showing self-control and I'm walking by. Here is the first infamous sign we're passing. I'm not sure if that's the first blaze, but anyway, you can kind of tell this is the end. We're walking out of the woods. We're on this little gravel path and we're just gonna head down here to the overlook, get a few shots, and then we'll see you up at the finish line. Alright guys, I made it to the overlook here at Lake Fort Smith, so you know I'm probably, what, 100 yards from the finish here. Just wanted to give you a quick shot of the lake, and I'll see you up there. Alright. Alright, man.
That was fun, dude.
Hell yeah, that was a hell of a hike.
That was, man. It's so much different from Arizona.
Crazy beautiful. Alright guys, we made it to the sign. The van's over there. Everything's looking good. We're gonna go check in the visitor center and probably get some drinks and go find some hot food. So we really appreciate you guys coming with us on the hike, man, and that's a wrap. Hopefully we'll see you somewhere on the trail. Alright, we're out.